What is a woman?
Oh.
A woman is somebody who presents as our social conception of womanhood.
Can you answer that question without using the word woman or womanhood?
They cannot.
It's because basically it would be a functional definition. So as a society, we have an understanding of what woman is.
What
It's
is
a
that?
man.
Yeah, that's basically.
I am a man. XY chromosomes. You can't give me a definition without using the word woman. Can you give me any sort of biological definition of what a woman is?
It's a person who performs a set of social roles that are typically associated
Performs.
with feminine characteristics.
Do you think anyone can become a woman?
Yep.
Okay, so then at what point do they become a woman?
It will depend on where they are in their gender transition for the most part.
Does it require drugs to become a woman?
No.
Personally, I think it's a mindset. It's a spiritual energy. It's the vibe that you give off. You know, like
I'm a woman.
That's the best answer.
I mean, theoretically, it's someone who's born with a womb, but this generation obviously has proven that men can turn into women.
I think what constitutes as a woman is the energy that you give off and that you want to put out into the world.
How can we debate feminism if we can't agree what a woman is?
Can you identify as a black person?
No,
Why?
because I'm not black.
I'm not a woman, but I can identify as a woman according to you.
If you transition, maybe.
What defines a transition?
If that's your goal, you know?
If you believe it.
Sure.
If you believe you're black, why aren't you black?
Well, that's like genetics. That's like ancestry.
You're also born a man or a woman. It's the same thing. That's also genetics.
Okay, I'm over it.
Do you admit that
all
this
is
country
right.
would be nothing without our rich history of immigration?
Well, I tell you what. And this is what's gone wrong. Because you talk about immigration, and it ran from after the war up until the millennium, a net 30 to 40,000 a year. And yes, it worked. In fact, we had the most successful immigration policies of any country in the whole of Europe. No question. Now, it is so totally out of control. Just think about this. 2.5 million people have come in the last 2 years. You wonder why you can't get a house. You wonder why your rents have gone up 25% in 4 years. You wonder why our infrastructure is struggling. You wonder why we have to build a new house every 2 minutes just to cope with the numbers. And that's the issue. It's now running at numbers that are literally unimaginable and are diminishing the quality of life of everybody in this country. And frankly, this should be the biggest issue of this election.
Should transgenders own guns?
No, they shouldn't own guns. They shouldn't even be allowed to exist in society if you want to know the complete truth. I don't really care if I get canceled for that because it is the truth. Send all the transgenders to an island, lock the keys, throw the planes away, take all the gasoline, and let them fend for themselves. Because at the end of the day, I want to be surrounded by people that are sane, that are competent. There's two genders, men and women. Anything other than that is a mental illness.
You say you're a Christian, but you're gay. You married a woman, you married a man, but you say you're a Christian. Wait a minute, now that don't add up. I mean, go read Leviticus 18 and 22 and see what it says. Go read Romans 1:26 through 27 and see what it says. I've had people to look at me and say, Mason, don't you know you got to have a license to preach? I don't need no license to preach. There ain't no other man can tell me how to preach. And I'm sorry. The Lord called me to preach and nobody else called me but the Lord. My mama didn't do it. My mama didn't sign me up for it. My daddy didn't sign me up for it. And let me tell you something, the most best thing that ever happened in my life is when I let Jesus in the chamber of my life. I wasn't worried about my friends. I wasn't worried about the home. Let me tell you something, that's the best thing that you could ever do. You say, let me tell you something, I tried everything in 2025, but you didn't try Jesus.
If there was someone standing on this campus saying, you as a straight man, I do not accept your existence, do you think you would also be mentally ill from that? Do you think you could also develop anxiety or depression?
No, I would tell him,
your existence?
I would tell him heterosexual men built this country, so shut up, tranny.
Okay, wow.
Should trans women be included in feminist conversations? How about in women's spaces?
Yes, they're women. What's the question?
Pearl,
trans women are women.
So I want to come at this from the position of an athlete.
Oh, Jesus.
So I play semi-pro basketball, semi-pro volleyball. So when it comes to like athletic spaces, I don't think that trans women should be allowed into athletic spaces because I don't think it's a fair. I think as female athletes, we work so incredibly hard for the little opportunity there is in women's sports.
Would this be a barrier for you?
There's no barrier. There's less opportunity in some industries.
That's what a barrier is.
There's less. It's not. No. It's based on the market. Okay.
Hold on, guys.
Okay. So again, we work very hard for the little opportunity that we're given, and the problem is we can't compete. We can't. I'm 6 foot. If I go up against a 6 foot guy and I play basketball with him, he's gonna body me.
And what happens if I go up against you?
Even if I have years more of training. And so it's like you're taking away the little opportunity that we're given and we all work so hard for. It will be the end of women's sports.
Have you tried confidence?
Eli, hold on, Minnie.
Sorry,
Eli.
confidence can't make me bench what a guy benches. Confidence can't make me 6'7".
So hostile. She's sharing her experience
can't make me 6'7".
No,
she's sharing. And I'd have to go.
No, she's not. She's a woman who's had an experience.
Hold on, one at a time.
You guys are so obsessed with your own experiences and your own existence, and yet when a woman is sitting here telling you, "I feel as though this is unfair and this is compromising and this situation is not helping women," you guys are like, meh, meh, meh. But when you're like, "I'm a black person that did this, and this," then it's valid and fair and viable.
Can a 30-year-old person say, "I'm now 14"?
No.
Okay, so then if we don't affirm that mental delusion, why should we affirm the mental delusion where men who think they are women or women who think they are men?
Because there's a power problem with age.
And there's no power problem between men becoming women or going into locker rooms or winning female trophies or winning female sports? There's no power dynamic there? So you look at the world through trying to accommodate the comfort of the oppressed. We look at the world through right and wrong, moral and immoral, and just and unjust. We don't care about making people comfortable. We care about what is right. We care about the protection of women. Not that some psychopath can go into your local locker room and undress next to a girl at the University of Tennessee. We think that's perverted and wrong and insane.
Men do not menstruate. Only women menstruate. Now, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Don't menstruate, but trans men do menstruate.
No,
Same
they
as
don't.
non-binary people.
Only women.
Menstruating is not exclusive to cis women. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So explain to me as to why my body menstruated at
If
some
your
point.
chromosomes are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary?
They're not men.
Arguing with the doctor.
They're women dressed as men. You are not a man. You can pretend to be a man, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Live your life. Tell me what a man is.
Well, what's a man to you? You define a man for me.
You have chromosomes that are X and Y. That's what a man is.
So why are we just looking at the science of this as an example?
Science.
When we've learned sex and gender identity are they're completely different things.
They're not completely different
They are
things.
completely different.
Completely different words.
And sex is what you're born with, the sexual reproductive organs you have. Gender is what you identify with. They're completely
Well, I don't
different
accept that
things.
distinction. You have to argue for it. You're just giving a conclusion. You're just making it up.
Tired of straight white men having the power in everything, and it's like we as women of color, as students at this university, we're very much capable of certain things, and we don't have the same privileges that are offered to straight white men.
And I've been hearing that from a lot of the ladies that I've been talking to today. Talk to me about what some of those privileges are that, straight white men have that you don't have. Talk to me about that.
I don't really know. Have you ever experienced a specific instance?
But I also need to go.
I know, I do need to go. I'm sorry.
I don't believe in transgender ideology, and people often say, oh, these people don't even believe that trans people exist. Of course I believe there are people who say that they're trans, but it's the equivalent of saying, if I say that I don't believe in God, and there's someone sat in front of me who believes that they were created by God, does that mean I don't believe they exist? It's the same thing to me. So in that sense, of course, trans people exist in the same way, of course, Christians exist. I just don't believe in their own idea of themselves. Of course, gender dysphoria is a real thing, but gender dysphoria doesn't always mean you might identify as trans, and certainly doesn't mean that you are the opposite sex and that you were born in the wrong body.
They just want us to lie, and I despise that. I don't know why they all want us to lie, to hide the truths every single time. Whenever you hear them speak, these woke laborers, they are very disrespectful, and they are the same people who will tell you that you hate them. A lot of them are very disrespectful, like very, very disrespectful. For them, they feel like you are disrespectful towards them by not acknowledging their pronouns. But they're very disrespectful the way they talk to you. They're very, very disrespectful in every way. They're disrespectful for you, them telling you to lie to them. It's a disrespect in general. Because I see you as a man and I call you a man and you're telling me I hate you. So you don't want me to say the truth. That's the generation we are in. People who choose to ignore the truth. Because what do you mean by cis women, cis man? Like, what the heck is that? It ain't a man or a woman. It's period. There is no in between. There is no other word you should call again. Do you understand? So the rate of delusion, it's crazy. Hearing people say these things got me. I feel like, no, this ought to stop. You should think much better of yourself than thinking that you're a woman. A full-grown man who feel like he's a woman. Like, you should think much better of yourself. Do you understand? If you're not loved at home, if you don't experience love, that should not mean you should be delusional enough to think you're another gender. Gender dysphoria is a rating, fully. That is a rating. But it's not everyone who identifies as a woman, a man who identifies as a woman, who is passing through gender dysphoria. A lot of people who are part of these people who are changing their gender and stuff, they're not passing through any gender dysphoria. They just choose to be in a delusion. They're mentally ill. And some of them too, they are, how should I put it? They feel like they will be accepted if they change who they are. And that's not true. You are accepted by who you are already. A lot of them are taking puberty blockers. A lot of them are passing through depression, taking anxiety pills. I'm telling you, it's surprising that I'm here. But I feel like I was here for a purpose, to let people know the truth. I'm in this generation to enlighten them, to tell them the truth about who God is. If you are in a mental delusion, I will tell you the truth. Either you choose to accept it or not, the truth still stands. I will tell you the truth. I won't lie to you. If you're a man who thinks you're a woman, I'll tell you you're a man. If you feel like I hate you, that's your business. But if I don't love you, I won't tell you. I love you because the Bible says love your neighbor as yourself. That's it. This entire video was amazing to watch. Watching disrespectful woke liberals getting destroyed by conservatives, it was amazing to see. Because when you tell them the truth, they tend to get angry. But the truth will keep on prevailing over a lie. Comment down below what you think about this video. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to our channel, guys. Make sure you read your Bible. Give us a thumbs up. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you stay safe.